Hey Karu, it's Friday morning, about 7:45, and I'm getting ready to go to Bend with the high school soccer team, and we're leaving at 10, so I'm taking a nice leisurely morning. I'm taking the day off work, getting my stuff together, and getting ready to take this trip. Drinking a little white melon tea to start my day off right. And by the way, I did tell you that Sarah's parents wanted coffee. I said send it to us, and her parents may never see it, but send coffee to Sarah. Actually, she's the one who would type it, as you know, because I don't particularly like coffee. Check out what I just got. This is a parlor guitar. So it's a, I bought it under the auspices of Gareth learning to play the guitar, but we need to get it set up because it's a little hard to play. The action's a little high right now, but kind of cool. New guitar. So it arrived last night, and I strung it and started playing with it. Well, Gareth says it arrived yesterday morning, but I, of course, didn't get home from soccer practice till 6 after 6. It was actually 6:15 last night, so I had to take some of the boys home. By the way, soccer practice last night was awesome. So the varsity coach wanted to scrimmage, and so we set up the teams. We've only got 3 practices left. We've got 2 games this weekend in Bend. We have a game next Thursday, and so our practices are Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. But so today or yesterday, the varsity coach said, "Why don't we play seniors?" Because there's like 10 seniors on the team. Actually, there are 11, counting that we've got a couple on JV. So there are 9 on varsity and 2 on JV, and 11 seniors, and then we have 9 juniors, or 8 juniors, and then 11 combined freshmen and sophomores. So we set up 3 teams, and Scott and I, the coaches, played on the juniors team, and it was really fun. I haven't played like full field 11-on-11 soccer with actual positions and where we actually were playing seriously in a long time, and so I had a good time. I played left back and left midfield, and I got a goal and an assist because I'm so awesome. And actually it was pretty cool because you know how I mentioned earlier in the season how I couldn't take guys anymore. I'm a little back in shape, and actually I was able to, when I was playing left back, they sent like 3 balls over the top with some of the forwards running, and I was able to actually outrun them and hold them off. I partially used positioning in my body, but you know, these are guys who I would have thought could outrun me. I don't know if they're just tired at the end of the season and I'm well rested, but it was kind of you know, my ego needs that every now and then. Anyway, I watched 2 of your videos last night. I'm going to watch the 3rd one now. I'm going to probably take the camera and take some video while we're in Bend. The big news is that last week on Thursday we had a game against Umatilla. They beat us 9-1 when we played them earlier this season, and we tied them 2-2. And we played really, really well, and it was a very, very even game. 2-2 was probably a reasonable representation of the actual game. They only had 11 players. They didn't have a sub, and they had a guy injured who sat out for about 15 minutes of the game, but we didn't score actually while that guy was out injured. And they had a couple players from their varsity team that played down with their JV because they don't have enough players. But we played awesome, and this is the first time in 2 years of coaching the JV that that we have not lost a game. Pretty exciting. Last year we had a couple games. We had one game where we were up 1-0 and we ended up losing 2-1. But we're actually so much better. It's amazing that the improvement this year. And when we played yesterday, as I mentioned earlier, when we played that game where we played with 3 teams of 11, and so the freshmen and sophomores, who are most of the JV, played against the the seniors and the juniors at various times. They held their own. They played really well. They didn't win at all. What they're really lacking is a pure goal scorer. If they had a guy who could get forward and score goals and finish, they've got a really solid team. Otherwise, they got the ball forward several times on both the varsity and JV and got off shots. And there were times when they went 15 minutes without letting the other team score, which is really remarkable. You have to recognize that these guys at the beginning of the season, we played JV against varsity as a scrimmage, and after 2 minutes we had to mix up the teams because the varsity had scored like 3 goals. So it's just an amazing improvement. It's really cool. Anyway, that's the big news. We're playing actually Crook County this afternoon, and I've been told by other coaches that Crook County is worse than we are. And that was earlier when we were losing like 8 or 9 to nothing, or to 2 or 1 or whatever. So I think we've got a good chance. I don't want to be overconfident, but I'm hoping we may actually get a win, a W. Then we play Bend High School, which is going to kick our butts, pretty much. They're just too good. So anyway, I'm going to watch your other video, take a camera with me when I go to Bend. Try to get this up before I leave. I've got a couple hours. Bye-bye.